welcome to Reggie Redd's Reactions. It's your boy, Reggie Redd. Now today I got an iHip News video for y'all. We gonna check out my girls, Jennifer and Pumps, cause they be just clowning Trump. I'm talking about clowning them, and I love it. What she call them? McCankle's taco tits or some shit, and then you got JD Vance with the guyliner. She called him Little Smokey. Dog, these ladies are funny as hell. And if you like this video by the end, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And make sure you hit them alert bells so you know when your boy dropping another video. Let's get into it.
If somebody says they're MAGA and then they say they're Christian, you immediately know this is a giant red flag and they are an absolute lying hypocrite that doesn't give a shit about human beings, period. And one of the cheerleaders, the face of this movement, is none other than Kara Lyon, KKK Levitt. Let's watch this video of her wearing her Christian cross, fighting for the marginalized. Just kidding. She's bashing the marginalized. Play the clip.
I have two questions for you. Sure. Democrats, including former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, attacked prayer and pushed gun control in the aftermath of yesterday's shooting. What's the White House's response to their comments?
Yes, I saw the comments of my predecessor, Ms. Psaki, and frankly, I think they're incredibly insensitive and disrespectful to the tens of millions of Americans of faith across this country who believe in the power of prayer, who believe that prayer works, and who believe that in a time of mourning like this, when beautiful young children were killed while praying in a church, it's utterly disrespectful to...
Okay, stop.
Boy, the lack of self-awareness is astounding with these people, bruh. Thoughts and prayers, man, fuck all that. They was actually praying while being gunned down. Fuck all that sending thoughts and prayers shit. Do something about this fucking gun control. That's what y'all do. Unless y'all want to keep seeing kids get murdered. It's almost like motherfuckers are used to it. And they got the normal responses. Oh, I send my thoughts and prayers. But then nothing ever gets done until a tragedy happening again, and they sending more thoughts and prayers. Fuck all that shit, man.
Analyzing double standards and hypocrisy in real time. She's saying don't ridicule prayer. God works in mysterious ways. Yak, yak, yak. These children are literally praying, and all of the NRA and all of the MAGA Christians have been praying and putting their thoughts and prayers into a solution on the number one killer of children in this country, the richest country on earth, the number one killer of children, the most preventable thing on the planet. And they sit there with impunity, these MAGA Christians, and tell you, you can't criticize their religion. They're victims, but they also weaponize their religion to be able to do more evil shit. These kids were targeted in church, which goes to the larger narrative that Jen Psaki and others are saying, fuck you with your thoughts and prayers. We've had it. We're sick of it. And we're even fighting for your kid, Kara Lyon, KKK Levitt. We're fighting for your kid to not get shot either. And I guess that's what it is with these people. Shit has to happen to them before they give a shit about it. Somebody they know and love has to die. They have a trans kid, which I would feel horrific for any LGBTQ plus person to be born with such horrific parents. But they just don't give a shit about anything until it happens to them. And their MO is let's weaponize our religion until then.
They don't, nothing affects them until it affects them because they don't have any fucking empathy. These people have no empathy for anybody but themselves. And for her to sit there and for the press corps to let her get away with prayer is a policy to stop gun control, go fuck yourself. If that worked, bitch, we wouldn't be here. It would have stopped a long time ago, but it doesn't. Look at other first world countries. They've made common sense gun legislation and they don't have mass school shootings. This is an American problem because American politicians are beholden to corporations, and anybody that says prayer is going to fix gun violence should be put in a straitjacket, in my opinion.
And by their logic, with all the tongue-talking revival fests that are going on at the West Wing these days, with Paula White, the Christian grifter, a lot of these problems should be solved. But you can look no further than the Southern Bible Belt states and look at their rankings and look at the well-being and crime rates in these states where there are Christian majorities, overwhelming Christian majorities. Either God doesn't favor this, or God doesn't exist, or prayer should just be something you fucking do in private and shouldn't actually be something that solves the murder and terrorizing of American children. And perhaps I know you remember, and I know our viewer remembers, her standing up with her Christian cross, talking about Alligator, Alcatraz. You remember Trump saying, the guys are going to have to swerve to get around. They were literally salivating at the idea that migrants would get eaten by alligators. All the while she's wearing this Christian cross. Well, guess what? Alligator Alcatraz, thankfully, is being shut down. So pop up this headline, Kylie. The Associated Press is reporting in an email shared with them that Alligator Alcatraz will likely be empty within days. You guys, the party of sniffing out waste, fraud, and abuse, the party of Christian values, the party of family values. They claim they're this big tent, new MAGA party, wasted $250 million for the sole reason of terrorizing migrants so that Stephen Miller has stuff in his spank bank. Seriously, it's true, Pumps. You know it's true. What other purpose is that for? And then let's just move on to another little sociopath, since we're just brought up Stephen Miller. And I'm talking about Lil Smokey, JD Vance. Here he is humiliating himself on stage.
Everybody behind me, I was told, volunteered to be there. And so you guys have to clap and cheer at everything that I say. And if not, we're going to have to kick you the hell out of here. And a couple of people.
JD Vance, here's the thing. He falls flat every time he's in public. And even when he's interviewed, when he tries to be funny, because he just comes off as a complete douche. And the only thing I know to think about that is that he is a complete douche.
And he's mimicking. He is actually trying to mimic Donald Trump, and it doesn't work. His rival, Gavin Newsom, mocks relentlessly Donald Trump. And you can see the crowd's kind of like, haha. And he tries to do this shit all the time. And you guys, fingers crossed. And I mean this sincerely, that, the kinks, the bruising, something happens there. And that the Congress, the public is not getting behind that. It's just the cult will fall apart. And that's why they're moving so expeditiously to militarize and I think to do a far more nefarious step. But here is JD Vance admitting that Donald Trump has no clue whatsoever as to what's going on. Play the clip.
Good afternoon, Anthony DeBruzzi, Spectrum News, Wisconsin. Sticking with Milwaukee, but a little different. Yesterday, Governor Tony Evers requested a disaster declaration from President Trump after the historic flooding that we've seen in the Milwaukee area. So can Wisconsinites count on the administration for financial help through this?
Yeah, so obviously, look, we want to help people. We want to help our fellow citizens. And I know that Wisconsin has suffered some serious problems. I have not talked to the President of the United States. I'm not even sure that he's aware yet that the governor has issued that disaster declaration. But I will take that back to Washington, D.C. and make sure we respond to it promptly.
Okay, this is important. He says, I'm not sure that the president is even aware. You all and Pumps and I, we all agree who's pulling the levers. It's not Kanks. Kanks is doing show and tell. He's redecorating. He has a patio project. He has a ballroom project. He's busy on live social. He's like a psycho dialer. He's always calling his friends. He's got Sundowner. And recently we did an episode where somebody asked him what they thought about Israel striking a hospital and killing 20 civilians and 5 journalists. He goes, when did that happen?
Yeah.
Kanks says this. And here he says, I don't know if the president knows. I swear, Pumps, I think they keep him so busy with his coloring projects, the decorating, the ballroom. Oh, you want to do a press conference? Oh, great. We'll do a cabinet meeting. We can kill 4 hours of the day. Meanwhile, People are pulling the levers. And sometimes the truth is in the tea leaves, and him saying, I don't even know if the president knows this yet. Of course, he doesn't know it. Number one. And number two, he doesn't care.
Right.
Dictators do not give a shit about the public. Pumps and I interviewed, and this will be coming out next week, historian, NYU professor Ruth Ben-Ghiat. And this is across either left or right-wing dictatorships. It doesn't matter. They don't give a shit about the public. So of course he doesn't know. JD Vance is sitting there chomping at the bit, ready to attack this situation. And we need to keep our eyes on this. Like and subscribe to this video, and Pumps and I will be back later with more news.
Yeah, I fucks with those two ladies right there. They be hitting Trump with that shit, bruh. They be coming with them facts and insults for your ass. Kanks. She called a nigga Kanks. First it was Mick Kankles, then she shortened it to just Kanks. Anyway, man, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I'm trying to run this channel up. Fuck with your boy. I'm out of here.